Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what would happen if the sun suddenly disappeared for a few minutes? It sounds impossible, but during a solar eclipse, it actually does. And the changes that happen around you aren't just fascinating. Some of them are downright mind. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see the eclipse in a whole new way. A solar eclipse happens when the moon moves exactly between the Earth and the sun. This creates a shadow on the Earth that can travel hundreds of kilometers. But what's truly amazing is that this shadow doesn't just block light. It triggers a series of visual, physical, and even emotional changes. People around the world have been fascinated by eclipses for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations saw them as omens, while modern science reveals the physics behind this extraordinary event. There are three main types of solar eclipses. First, the partial eclipse, where the moon blocks only a part of the sun. In this case, you'll notice the sunlight dimming slightly, but the sun is still visible. Next is the total eclipse. This is the dramatic one where the moon completely covers the sun. The sky darkens. Like nighttime, the temperature drops, and everything around you seems to pause. Scientists call this the totality phase, and it usually lasts only a few minutes, but it's unforgettable. Finally, the annular eclipse happens when the moon is slightly further away from the Earth, so it doesn't cover the sun completely. Instead, you see a bright ring of sunlight around the dark circle of the moon, sometimes called the Ring of Fire. Each type of eclipse creates its own unique visual experience, and every eclipse is slightly different depending on your location. During a total eclipse, the sky becomes unusually dark. This sudden drop in light can confuse animals. Birds may stop singing and return to their nests. Crickets and other nocturnal creatures may start to move, and even pets may behave differently. Temperature can also drop several degrees within just a few minutes. In some parts of the world, people have reported a chill in the air so noticeable that they reach for jackets during the day. Another fascinating effect is the 360-degree sunset effect, where the horizon glows orange and red all around you. This happens because the sun's light bends in the atmosphere while most of it is blocked by the moon. And if you're lucky, you might even see the diamond ring effect, which is a bright flash of light just before totality begins or ends, caused by sunlight peeking through valleys on the moon's surface. One of the most breathtaking sights during a total solar eclipse is the sun's corona. The corona is the outer atmosphere of the sun, normally invisible because the sun's bright surface overshadows it. But during totality, this glowing halo of light appears around the moon. Scientists study the corona to understand solar winds and the sun's magnetic field. For viewers, it's one of the most magical moments, a bright, mysterious halo glowing in the dark sky. Humans have been fascinated by solar eclipses for thousands of years. Ancient Chinese texts call them omens of change. The Babylonians used eclipses to track time and develop early astronomy. Even today, people travel across the world to witness eclipses, often calling it a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The experience of standing under a total eclipse is sometimes described as emotional or even spiritual. People report feeling a strange connection to the universe, as if time itself slows down. While solar eclipses are beautiful, they are also dangerous to watch without protection. Looking directly at the sun can cause permanent eye damage. Always use certified eclipse glasses or projection methods. Sunglasses, even very dark ones, are not safe. Remember, your eyes are precious, and missing the experience is better than losing your vision. If you want, you can even make a pinhole projector at home to safely watch the eclipse. It's simple. Just poke a small hole in a piece of cardboard and let sunlight project onto a white surface. You can observe simple scientific experiments during an eclipse. For example, notice the way shadows appear under trees. The gaps between leaves project hundreds of tiny crescent-shaped suns onto the ground. You can also feel how animals behave, how temperature drops, or how the horizon changes colors. Solar eclipses aren't just for looking at the sun. They're for experiencing the entire environment in a new way. So, the next time a solar eclipse happens, don't just look up at the sun disappear. Take a moment to feel the changes around you, the darkening sky, the drop in temperature, the reactions of birds and animals, and that incredible corona glowing above. Which type of solar eclipse would you love to see in person? Total, partial, or annular? Comment below and share your thoughts. And remember, always watch safely.